Thanks for joining us. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to build one of these cool little mini planters that we made out of one block of wood and these cool ketchup containers that we got off from Amazon. We'll leave a link down below in the description. But that all being said, before we get to the build, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon for all of our newest videos. But on that note, let's get to the build. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make sure we put a nice center line right in the middle of our block that we're going to be working on. This is really important because the whole project is based off it. On each side of the ketchup containers, we're going to go ahead and draw a line, just a tiny one, on each side for centering purposes. And then we'll do the opposite sides, so that way we have what starts to form a box. After done with that, we're going to use those top and bottom lines to go and draw a straight line across the entire board. Just like this. And then we'll draw a line straight down on the opposing side. This will give us our drilling area that we're going to be using later. And it should come out looking something like this. The drill area and then the cut area where we'll be cutting it on the table saw later. And we will put a link to these to Amazon down below. All right, on the bottom we're going to put an approximate depth stop line for our drill press. This will give us an approximate distance of how far down we want to go, and then if we need to go a little bit further, we can always go just a little bit further. Then we'll just cross out the parts that we're going to be doing on the drill press so that we don't get the different areas confused. And then it's off to the drill press we go. Now it's really important that the fastener bit cutting surface actually comes down to the line. It's okay for the brad point to go past it because we just want it to line up the bottom of the fastener bit. And we'll put a link in the description for the fastener bit that works best for those cups. So just kind of take your time through this. It's a long cut. Each of these probably took probably a good 4 or 5 minutes a piece. So just make sure you're going up and coming back down and over and over and over again. And then after you've reached what you believe is the correct depth, just check, make sure that the hole's good and round, there wasn't any defects, and test it. As you can see here, we were a little shy. So we need to go just a little bit deeper in order to be able to make sure that cup sits all the way in there. So we're just going to do that real quick. And then after we fix that on the first hole, all the rest of the holes will be the exact same depth. As you can see, that fits the cup in there really well. And the only thing you might want to do is round the sides afterwards. Then we're just going to draw lines all the way down the side. This is so this way we have a good spot to figure out where our saw blade's going to go when we go to cut these apart here in a moment. And those, of course, are developed by just drawing a continuing line from the top, which is the same dimension. You always want to start on your sides first. Cut those down into that diamond-like shape. And then just flip the block over each time that you make a cut. Never flip the block around or you'll mess up the cuts completely. As you can see, your saw might fight you a little bit on this. Just make sure you're in control of both pieces at all times, as it will kick back if you're not careful. And this is basically what they look like after the cut. After you do some sanding on these, they probably won't fit as well as they do right after you get done with the cut, but that's okay. These are supposed to be decorative anyway, so that's fine. But yeah, just a quick light sanding will get all the marks off from it, and then you're on to finishing. Since we're not big fans of basswood, we decided to use Varathane special walnut stain on these, but you can go all natural if you wish. And then we use some wipe-on poly from Minwax. Not really a big polyurethane fan, but it does do good water protection, and they've lasted over a year, so I can't complain. You'd be surprised how much water these things get on them, especially after you start doing stuff like this. We hope you enjoyed our video on the mini planters. They're kind of a little bit of an odd curiosity, but they are really, really cool to have around the house or give away as gifts. So we definitely hope that you build some. Definitely leave some comments down below if you were going to be building these or had any questions about it. We'll have some links, like I said, for the Foster bit and for the ketchup cups down in the description. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification icon for all of our newest videos. In the meantime, stay safe in the shop.